Oh, is it on already? Oh, I didn't know. Look at the beautiful screen. Anyway, welcome to my YouTube channel again. As I promised, I'm gonna speak today about food, okay? Take a pen and paper because this is a little bit extensive, okay? I want to speak mostly because I think here in Albania, all right, more than other countries that I've been, woman has a really close mind when it comes to food. They believe not eating, it makes them to, lose weight. But the thing is, they don't understand something. Okay, so I'm gonna show you. Let's imagine, okay, there you are, let's call it, okay, this is, I'm very at that painting, okay, this is a Ferrari, okay, an amazing, beautiful Ferrari, okay, and this is where you put the petrol, yeah, okay, so right now, if you're not giving, you put in your Ferrari, your nice Ferrari, which is your body, all right, with just a little amount of petrol there, by the way, very tight, okay, so basically this Ferrari is gonna pass to be a period, a shitty period that doesn't work at all. So the food that you are eating, okay, not only is not enough for your body to function, is also intelligent and is basically taking everything that you eat and store more fat, okay? So sometimes eating nothing or less is not the solution. But the question will be, what can we do now? Is basically to understand what can we eat, okay, which is mostly everything. The problem is the social media nowadays are saying or blading a certain food and saying that we gain weight because of that food in particular, which is not the truth, okay? The problem is not the food that you are eating, the problem is you, that you don't have enough activity, that you don't go to the gym, and the portions that you are using are not equal the activity that you are having, okay? So I'm gonna start to give you some tips if you have desire, okay, to lose weight for this summer body that all of you are looking for, okay? First of all, my best advice is to track your food. I mean, you cannot control without tracking what you are eating, okay? We have few different apps that we can use. You have MyFitnessPal, you have Chronometer, you can basically go to Google and try to find something. My case, for example, I'd rather to use Chronometer because Chronometer has a really, easy way to use it and it's understandable, and you can see also the vitamins and the macronutrients. So once you have the app, the question will be, how many calories should I eat? This, you can find the question in Google very easily. First of all, what you need to look at is your BMR. These are the calories that you burn at rest, okay? Without doing nothing, just lying down. My case, for example, is 1,300 calories, okay? You can go to Google and just put the name, and it will come and it will calculate it for your age, your height, and your weight, okay? Then later on, you will have sedentary, or the amount of times that you work out, and it will tell you how many calories you have to eat depending on your lifestyle. Mine is 2,000 if I remember correctly, okay? Now, these 2,000 calories, if I wanna lose weight, I wanna go to 300 or 500 maximum. This is a really big deficit calories, by the way, lower than these calories. So they say 1,500 calories. Now, another thing that I want you to understand is that macros are very important. But what the fuck is a macro, you ask me? Macro is protein, carbohydrates, and fat, okay? The protein will help you not only build the muscle, to also feel satisfied when you're eating. Carbohydrates, is any kind of, like rice or like the energy that we are, basically using from the body, and the fats, okay? Fat doesn't mean you're gonna get fat, by the way. We still need them, all right? So How do we calculate the macros? The protein for an average person usually is 1.8 gram of protein per kilo of your body. Then we have the fats should be 1 gram per kilo of your body, okay? So we're talking, if I'm 60, the 60 grams will be the fat, and then we say the protein, it was 100, well, 100 something, right? A ver. Espérate. I don't know how to multiply anymore because I left the casino, all right? So I'm sorry. I'm shit on this thing. 108. Now, before calculating the carbohydrates, this will be the protein, okay? Before calculating, we know the per each gram of fat is 9 calories. And per each gram of carbohydrates is 4 calories, all right? So, we have, ahí verá, 60 por 9. Well, basically, in fat, I'm gonna be eating 540 calories. And then in protein, I'm gonna be eating 432 calories, right? So 540 plus 342, that's 972 between these two, fat and protein. So 1,500 minus 972, that's 528 calories in carbs. That will be divided in 4 because it's 4 calories per each gram of carbs, yeah? That means that I have to eat 132 grams of carbs, okay? This is when it comes to calculate your calories and your macros. Okay, once we have calculated the macros and the calories, it's very easy. You just go to the app and update them and just work from there. But probably there are people, you know, and women out there saying, Yasmin, that's a lot of work. I don't want to do that shit, which is totally understandable because, you know, myself, I don't have kids, I have the time, but probably someone who doesn't even use technology is like, I really don't want to. Okay, so then let's work per portion. The problem, what happens with food is the people don't normally weight the food. So when you put a plate, yeah, and you don't weigh the food that you are eating, you are probably overeating and you're not seeing what happened. And mostly, for example, what I see here is that people use a lot oil, okay? The amount of oil that you should be using is this leaf. This leaf, for example, is just 4 grams of the oil, okay? Which is normally is just this little. You go like this. You don't use that. What you do is like this. Yeah, and that is 13 grams, okay, of oil, with the difference is from 40 calories to 120 calories. So there's a really big difference there that you have to understand. Either way, you're gonna have to calculate your food. It could be tracking or it could be weighting, okay? Then other way to calculate the food or seeing is the labels, okay? All the food that come with the label, nutritional, and you can see how many calories and how many macronutrients they have, okay? So for example, when people come to me at the gym and say, but I eat healthy, I eat, you know, my bowl with granola, or, you know, I eat I eat pasta. How many of you, okay, take one of this, the pasta, all right, and measure it when you do pasta? I don't think none of you, okay? So when you basically put pasta just like this, okay, 100 grams of pasta, I can guarantee you is very, very little, okay? I don't know, let's see. Let's calculate it here, okay? I'm pretty sure it's not even what I have here, and I don't have it full. Alright. That's 50. Okay. Mira, it's gonna be the 100 factory. A ver. There you go, 100, okay? This is 100 grams of pasta, okay? You usually probably put even more for 2 people here, okay? So the 100 grams of pasta is giving you 350 calories, all right? And a 72 grams of carbohydrates. We say before that I need 132, okay, if I wanna lose weight. So that is more than half of the carbohydrates that I should be eating. For sure, in the entire day, I'm gonna be eating more things like fruit, you know, any oats or anything vegetable as well. So I'm gonna overeat the carbohydrates that I need. So this is why I say at the beginning of the video, take a pen and paper, because yes, it's simple, but at the same time, it's a little bit complicated. This is why I always recommend it for anyone to start tracking their food. Not to do it forever. You don't have to be tracking your food forever, but at least to learn the amount of food that you should be eating weighted. And then later on, you just need to weight it. You don't need to be tracking forever. I mean, that's not for the rest of my life either. Another problem that I see very often is that people snack a lot, okay? It's not that you cannot snack, it's the fact that every biscuit that you are eating, okay, there are calories. It's not making you that I wanna make you to feel fear, alright, about it. You can have them, but this little biscuit, normally, you don't eat one. You eat the packet, right? And usually even 2 of them, okay? I mean, I don't know you, but in the moment I open one, I eat probably 2 packets, okay? We're talking about 400 calories if I eat 2 packets of those. And 400 calories, it will be my chicken, potato, salad, a really big, you know, amount of food. They will be more nutritious. So instead of snacking that much, that it won't give you, you know, enough nutrition food into your body, try to eat more full meals and you will feel so much better. So yeah, you can have this, and this is why I repeat myself again, tracking is the best because you can add them. I have clients that they use this and I use myself, okay? I can have, you know, like little protein bar or a cookie when I feel, you know, that I want to eat it. But because I know what are the rest of my food, the problem is that every time you pick things, yeah, all those things count. So when people say, I don't eat that much, they don't realize that first of all, the food that they eat is only probably 1 or 2, which is usually buy somewhere because that's what they do normally here, order food. Is cooking with all that they don't know. Is cooking in a way that they don't know how much they have used, okay? So the calories is probably very high. Nutritional food is not the correct for the body needs. And all the pickets that they do, they are counting. So they are not eating that little amount as they think. Now I'm gonna show you little things that you can use, okay, to add to your food that it can help, all right, to have less calories but still having nutritional food that I have found here in Albania, all right, and if you like sauce. For example, Kona has this ketchup, all right, that is very low, you know, in sugar and add some flavor to your food. I really like it, okay. Bio markets, you have this zero, you know, maple. They also have chocolate. It's so nice. okay, and it's very, very low in carbohydrates, okay. So look, the sugar is 0.1 and this is 0.5 on carbohydrates for just like 10 grams for it, all right. And when it comes to cheese, everyone loves cheese here. I don't know why, okay, everyone loves really cheese. So this cheese as well, okay, this ricotta is very nice and it's very low in fat and high in protein too, okay. You can, you know, add it with some this sauce, and then obviously we have our rice cake. It's kind of bread. Try to make, you know, eat this rice cake. And also I found for everyone who likes jam, this jam is very nice as well. I think that was from Conan I bought this one, okay. The bio market, I like them, but still they are a little bit high in calories, but this one, very nice, okay. So now let's speak about all the, how you say, BS? Bullshit? that we listen in social media, okay? Because I hear a lot, you know, girls that they come and then say, but fruit has sugar. No, I don't eat after 8 because it makes me fat. No, I think my metabolism is fucked up, you know. Listen, none of that, all right? Fruit has sugar, of course it has, all right? But it's nothing wrong with that, okay? I heard the other day, I was watching a nutritionist actually, all right, on internet, that she was blending or giving a tip that don't eat a yogurt with fruit, which was Greek yogurt with fruit, because it has sugar, because skip your blood sugar, okay? And then she say to make a Greek yogurt natural, okay, the zero fat, but adding a protein powder, okay? Now, if you go to the protein powder, all right, and you look at the ingredients on protein powder, they also have sugar, sweetener, sucralosa, okay? So anything that you eat, these carbohydrates is gonna keep your blood sugar, okay? Rice, potatoes, anything, okay, these carbohydrates is gonna skip your blood sugar. So that's bullshit, okay? You're gonna eat that yogurt, eat it, okay? There is nothing wrong on eating a yogurt which has a fruit flavor. Then secondly, about cutting sugar, cutting pasta, cutting rice, yes, when the moment you're gonna eat, as you're gonna cut, carbohydrates, rice, pasta, fruit, whatever, all right, you're gonna lose weight, for sure, yeah? But you know what is the amount of weight you're gonna lose? Usually, mostly water, because the carbohydrates has 4 grams of water per each. So yes, you're gonna lose weight, but don't think it's fat, because it is not, all right? And how long are you gonna keep that, okay? Like, do you really see yourself not eating pasta, not eating rice, not eating, you know, certain sweets that you like for the rest of your life? No. So obviously when you get back to it, you're gonna get back all that weight that you lost, and you probably even worse, because you're gonna binge eating everything that you haven't eaten. I'm telling you, because I know that, all right? I've been on a really restricted diet 2 years ago, and it took me around 3-4 months to lose 8 kilos, and I put 5 in a month, and I just couldn't stop eating, okay? So I know what I'm talking about, all right? So the most important when you start a diet is that you need to think it has to be something sustainable that you can do for a long period, okay, or for a certain amount of time and not just in a short. So don't expect to lose like 5 to 10 kilos in a month. I can give you 1,000 calories and then eat it and you're gonna lose it, but like I say, you're gonna get it back, okay? Then another myth that I see is the don't eat after 8 because, you know, it makes you fat. That's not true. I'm eating 11 p.m. sometime. I finish work at 10 and I'm losing weight. I mean, I am the leanest since I came to Albania right now, okay? And like I say, I'm eating at 11 p.m. Of course, what you choose before going to bed has to be something that digests slow, okay? And anti-inflammatory, you know, ingredients or things that you can digest properly at night. I am not saying that it is good, okay? Try to obviously eat 1 hour before bed, not because it's gonna make you fat, it's just because when you're going to sleep, it's gonna disturb, you know, your sleep because you're gonna be digesting that food while you're sleeping. Then, about cutting food, yeah, cut this, cut that. I'm not eating, there is no need. There is really no need. I'm eating peanut butter, I'm losing weight. I'm using sweetener, I'm losing weight. I'm eating sometimes biscuit because why would I have a biscuit here in my house if I don't eat it, right? And I'm losing weight, all right? So it is simple and in the same time complicated depending how you wanna make it, all right? Simple if you really take a nap and start to learn how to use it. Complicated if you just guess what you are eating. So, if you like it, please give me a like, follow me, and I will do more videos.